Good morning, everyone. Thanks for watching. Sorry I haven't posted a video in quite some time. I'll get into why I haven't posted a little bit later, but today I kind of wanted to start off with my grizzly bear encounter from last fall. I Yeah, it's something that was on my bucket list. I really wanted to get some pictures of the grizzly bears. There was a mother grizzly bear that showed up with two cubs 3, 4 years ago. So I knew they were North Island. I just didn't know where. And the other thing on my bucket list is I want to get a picture of the wolf pack that's North Island. It's a coastal wolf pack that I think they did a documentary on Netflix about, but they're really elusive, and I didn't have a lot of hope of getting pictures of them. I think the only pictures are people have got are from a boat out on the water. They got pictures of them kind of going along the coastline hunting and stuff, but the grizzly bears, a mother grizzly bear showed up 3, 4 years ago, I think, with two cubs. So I knew they were in the area. I just didn't know where. And yeah, so I was in a really remote location, North Island, camping with my van, and the grizzly bear came through. One day, I kind of saw her just as she was finished coming along the rock beach and going up into the trees, so I didn't get a chance to get any pictures. And then the second day, same thing. I just kind of saw her as she was leaving. But the third day was really cool. So where I was camped, there was actually a bit of an inlet, and then there was a big, massive rock, kind of a cliff, rocky area, kind of jutting out into the water, and right in the middle. So on the far side, I was down at the water, and on the far side, I could see her. I'm going to say her. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, grizzly, but I'm going to say her. She was coming along the rocks on the far side, and I have a pretty good lens on my camera, 300 millimeter, and I got some okay pictures, but I really wanted better pictures. So, genius that I am, I figured I would crawl up onto the rocks, and I would be a little bit closer, and it would be pretty safe. I thought for her to get to me, she'd have to swim through the water to get to where the rocks were from that side. So I thought I'd be okay. So I scrambled across these wet, slippery rocks, and I got myself to where I could get a good picture. And I'm looking, and I can't see her. I couldn't see her anywhere. And then my heart fell into my shoes as I realized she'd actually come up into the trees, and she was directly across from me. So in a panic, I scrambled back down the rocks, down to the far side of the rocky beach, and where my van was, and waited. And sure enough, she came down through the trees and onto the beach where I'd been, and then just slowly started to work her way along the beach. And I managed to get some really cool pictures. She actually walked all the way along the rocky beach, right up to in front of my van, and just kind of kept going. And yeah, it was a pretty surreal experience. I'm pretty happy I managed to do that. I think it was a young grizzly, so I think it was probably one of the cubs that's just kind of grown up and gone off on its own. But yeah, it didn't really have any interest in me, and was just rolling rocks over looking for stuff. And yeah, she just slowly moved along, and yeah, it was a pretty amazing experience. So and I'm pretty lucky that I managed to get off those rocks and get ahead of her. I'm definitely going to be a lot more careful next time. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So I'm going to show those pictures and a little bit of video clips that I did. Hope you enjoy them. And yeah, if you continue watching this video, I'm actually going to do a hike today down to Mystic Falls and Mystic Beach. And it's yeah, I don't know if it's famous, but I've seen the falls pop up on TikTok and stuff every once in a while. It's cool falls that kind of fall into the ocean, and then yeah, it's just a really cool area. I did the hike a couple of days ago, and it was a hard hike. It was only 2 kilometers each way, but it was through mud and roots, and the the stairs of death down to the beach almost killed me on the coming back up. And it ends up that this spot that I'm camped at right now is on a logging road on a couple of switchbacks. And at night when I'm sleeping, I can actually hear the waves crashing on the rocks. So when I looked at Google Earth, I'm actually right above Mystic Beach. So at the end of the cut block that I'm parked on, there's actually a little trail / game trail that goes down through the woods, and it looks like it actually might go right down to Mystic Beach. So I'm gonna do that hike today, and hopefully it's a lot easier. But yeah, keep watching, and hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, please hit like and subscribe. I wasn't sure I was going to make more YouTube videos, but yeah, I think I'm going to continue doing it. It's been good for me, good for my mental health, and yeah, it's kind of been fun. It seems like a little bit of work sometimes, but I'm going to keep making them. So yeah, if you want to keep, if you're interested in the content, again, hit like and subscribe, and please enjoy this video. Thank you. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, thanks for watching if you've stuck through this far. So yeah, the hike I'm gonna do today is, I don't know if you can see through the reflection in my window, but directly below me there's at the bottom of this cut block there's a break in the trees, and that's where the trail is. I think it's more game trail than people trail. The way I actually found this location is through the van life app, iOverlander. I don't know if you've seen the app at all, but what van lifers will do is they'll post different places that they stay and put up pictures and give a little rundown of the area. And yeah, there's a couple of spots in this area, so it's worked out really well. I've been here now for a couple of weeks, and I'll leave and go on hike and explore some different areas, and then I come back and stay here. And yeah, it's been nice at night. I can actually hear the waves crashing onto the shore down below. The only frustrating part is there's no real cell coverage. I've been able to get out a text, but that's pretty much it. I haven't been able to access data at all. So what's really goofy is if I put my phone on roam, directly across the water is the States. So you can probably see land there. So yeah, I can access the Americans' satellites or whatever, and I get data that way. It just costs me $13 a day in roaming charges. So I've done that a couple of times just to upload some pictures and download some videos and some movies and stuff to watch. So yeah, I've got lots of books to read, and it's been not too bad. But yeah, I'm definitely really off grid. Yeah, it'll be nice when I can get my Starlink. My Starlink is actually in storage in a little town called Courtney. So I'm slowly working my way that way. When I eventually leave here, I'll go through Port Renfrew and then cut across the island, and that's what I'm not really looking forward to, because I don't think I'm really gonna have any cell coverage, and I won't even have the option to roam into the States to get their coverage. So I'll really be off grid there. But it is what it is. Yeah, so again, with the van life app by Overlander and finding this spot, it's kind of funny. In the couple of weeks I've been here, I haven't really seen anybody. There's been a few cars that have come down and looked around. There's a bit of a viewpoint down farther. I like it here because I'm up higher and I just get a better view. But there's a couple of spots down farther where you could park, and there's actually another van lifer that's been here. I think they actually been here longer than I have, but they're at the far end of the road, so it's not too much farther. It's maybe 500 yards kind of thing. But yeah, it's funny with van life. I get a little lonely and I want to go introduce myself and say hi, but yeah, it's part of the van life thing is a lot of us just want to keep to ourselves. So I don't want to intrude and get into their space at all. So I kind of left them alone and just stuck to myself. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that hike today. I did the hike last week through the touristy part, and yeah, it was it was hard. So I'm looking forward to this one being a little bit easier. It yeah, it shouldn't take too long because I can see through the trees and the water's right there. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And again, I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in quite some time. Part of the reason for that was, I won't get into a whole bunch of detail on this, but I did another video about my, when I was diagnosed with cancer. So in 2019, I got diagnosed with colon cancer. They found a tumor in my colon, and then they did a colon resection. So they took out about a foot of my colon and a bunch of lymph nodes around it and stuff. And pathology showed that it had actually breached the walls of my colon and gone into my lymph nodes. So that made me a stage 3B, I think it was. So once it's in your lymph nodes, that just means it's gone outside your colon wall, which means it could go out into the rest of your body. So sure enough, a year later, it popped up into my lungs. And so I did a lung resection, and pathology showed that it had metastasized from my colon. So that put me at stage 4, which really sucked. They told me I had a 6% chance of being alive in 5 years, and that kind of set me on the course that I'm in right now. I sold my house and separated with my partner. She was really understanding, but yeah, I bought a van, and I just kind of been traveling and doing my own thing. And so last November was the 5-year mark, and funny emotions. Yeah, so it kind of it threw me. I was really I was kind of worried, and it got into my head a little bit. But long story short, they did my CT scans of my chest and my abdomen and my pelvis, and everything came back clear. So I'm 5 years cancer free, which changes everything. The outlook, I guess the way they look at it is if you go 5 years without a reoccurrence, without it coming back, then I've got a good chance of being okay. My oncologist used the word cured, but that's not true. It's still, there is a chance that it could come back, but it's a lot less, much less. And if it does come back, there's more of a chance of treating it. Anyway, so I've been struggling with that, kind of thinking about my future. The whole cancer thing threw me. I blew up my life, and I live in a van. It was hard to tell my friends and family that this is what I wanted to do, but it's been great. I love it, especially with the way the world is so crazy, and being in Canada. I don't know if you're Canadian or you know much about Canada, but everything's really changed over here too. So I have no idea what my future is going to look like, but I know I have a future now, so I'm kind of excited about that. So anyway, enough about that. I'd mentioned that with the YouTube videos, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep doing them, but I actually kind of enjoy doing it. It's kind of fun. My videos, I think the more I do them, will get better and better. And I'm fortunate in that I had a pretty good government job for 26 years, so I've got a pension, so I've got an income coming in. But maybe I'll try YouTube and see if I can monetize that, and maybe make a bit of an income doing that too. But again, it's just I think it's good for my mental health, and when I'm places like this and I don't talk to anybody, it makes me feel a little bit more connected when I'm yapping at my camera. But so I'm gonna continue to make them, I think. So again, today I'm gonna go down to Mystery Beach in Mystic Falls. Mystic Beach in Mystic Falls. And looks like it's a beautiful day. It's still a little chilly. It's early April. I think it's the 6th of April today. So here it's a little chilly, especially on the water, but the sun's out, and hopefully I get some good footage, and hopefully you stick with me. So keep watching, and we'll see where we end up. Oh, and I forgot to talk about my trading. So seeing as I'm a trader in a van, without my Starlink, it's just too hard to trade. I ended up getting into a trade before I left Victoria. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you, I spent the winter in Victoria. I have a really good friend there, more family than friend, that I did some house sitting for her and looked after her little dog Peanut. And man, I fell in love with this little dog. And if I ever get a bigger van or a motorhome, something with a little more space, then I definitely see a dog in my future because Peanut was awesome. But yeah, so I haven't been able to trade. I got into a trade, so it's a swing trade. A trade that you hold more than one day is, for a couple of days or weeks is a swing trade. So I got into a trade at 92 cents, and I just kind of held it this whole time and ended up selling at $1.28. So I made a little bit of money, and now I'm just gonna leave it until and not trade until I have better internet access. So yeah, so no trading for the next couple of weeks, but yeah, I'm definitely still going to keep doing that as well. It's nice with trading, especially with Starlink, is I can trade anywhere. So it's nice to have that ability to, again, I talked about I have a pension, but yeah, I can still, van lifers in general, anybody that wants to get into trading, it's something that as long as you got Starlink, you can have an income anywhere. But anyway, getting back to that walk. Okay, so I've made it down to the trailhead. The road behind me, that's the switchback that I took to get down here. Directly behind me and up the hill is my van. Can't really see it from here, but it's up there. But yeah, so I hiked down that little switchback, and the trailhead is right behind me. It's kind of marked off with some forestry tape, bright pink forestry tape. And yeah, so we'll see where that trail goes. I'll just turn my camera around. Yeah, so I'm gonna take off down through the bush there and see where it ends up. And this is the start of my day. So the trail's actually been a little tricky to find. It's just not used that much, and there's been so many trees knocked down and so much bush that it's all behind me. You can see it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty overgrown. So I managed to kind of figure it out, and behind me there's a big tree with forestry tape marked off the trail for heading down to the beach now. So where's the tape? There's the tape, and it looks like there's a bit of a trail heading down. So this is where the trail looks to kick out onto the beach. It's it's not much of a trail. So from Mystic Beach, I don't think a lot of people would even know this is here. It just kind of attaches to a bit of a watershed, like a trickle of water. But and going forward, it just kind of goes around the corner here, and there's the ocean. So yeah, way easier than the stupid touristy trail I did a couple of days ago. I didn't find this too much of a problem at all. I love it. So this is kind of cool. I've connected up to the Juan de Fuca Trail, and they've got a bit of a campground here. So these platforms are for all the backpackers that come down and bring their tents, and they I guess they set their tents up on the platforms, and then they got a nice place to stay. It's my days of backpacking and tenting are long gone, but if I did, this would actually be a pretty cool place to stay. It's so close to the water that you would fall asleep listening to the ocean. Yeah, I guess we're in bear country. Luckily the grizzlies are all North Island, so if there's any bears out here it would just be black bears, and I'm not too worried about black bears. I'm a bigger guy, so black bears and cougars are going to tend to run, especially if I start making some noise. But yeah, it's still a reminder that this is a pretty rugged area. So this is kind of cool. They've got food storage, so if if you brought your food in with you, you can store it there, and then it's bear proof. You don't have to worry about the bears trying to get into your tent or your backpack and eat your food. But yeah, this is the map, so it's kind of cool. So this is Mystic Beach, and I'm right here, and the trailhead that I took last time was way the hell over here. So that's where the parking lot comes down from the road, and then I hiked all along there to get here. Whereas today, I was just up there, just up at a logging road. So yeah, it's just was a short little trek to get down here, but yes, this is the Juan de Fuca Trail. You can see it goes all the way along the coastline, all the way along. So if I was a hiker, that might be fun, but yeah, that wouldn't be fun for me right now. So this is where the trail connects down to the water, and it's yeah, it's a little sketchy. I think I can make it. Woohoo, I made it. So this is Mystic Beach, and what a beautiful day. Wow. I'm sure glad I came down today. Hear those waves. That's what I hear when I'm falling asleep at night. The sound travels pretty far. Boy. Yeah, let's go walking, see what we see. Well, behind me you can see is Mystic Falls. They're, I wouldn't say they're famous, but I see them on TikTok and stuff quite a bit. The tide's out now, but usually they fall right into the ocean, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's beautiful. When I first got here, there's nobody here. Now there's some families starting to come down. They're coming down the touristy hike, which is a lot tougher than the way I came. So it's going to take people a little while to get down here, I think. Thank goodness. Last time I was here, there was screaming kids running under the water, and yeah, it was hard to take any kind of pictures. But what a beautiful day. And those falls are just bloody amazing. This whole area is just beautiful, spectacular. Can't use enough words to describe it. Good thing I wore my boots today, my feet are getting wet. Wow, what a beautiful day. So glad I decided to come down again. Yeah, so this grotto thing is actually pretty neat. I'm gonna bring you in here with me. It's, again, I just love this place. My ex's dad was actually a geologist. And every time I see stuff like this, I wish he was still alive so I could ask him a bunch of questions, because it's, yeah, it's pretty interesting how it's like the round, smooth rocks are all just embedded in with, I don't know, it almost looks like concrete. It's obviously not, but it's pretty interesting. I wonder how that formed. And should I be worried about it falling on my head? I don't think so. This is a lot of people come through here. But wow, it sure is pretty. The combination of the sound of the waves and the water trickling off the edge. It's a pretty peaceful place. What a beautiful day. Well, what a great day. I had that great hike down to Mystic Falls and Mystic Beach. And then when I got back to my van, I set up my outdoor shower, had a nice shower, made myself a fantastic dinner, and then changed my bedding. So I've got fresh, clean sheets and pillowcase. So I'm hopefully going to sleep pretty good tonight. Now I'm just relaxing, watching The Big Bang Theory. I downloaded all the seasons, so I watch it on my tablet. And there's my beautiful, comfortable bed. And I'm just watching the sunset. We get pretty amazing sunsets here. That's actually the Juan de Fuca Strait. So right in the middle is the Canadian-American border. So you can see that landmass on the far side is the States. But again, what an incredible sunset. It doesn't get much better than that. I'm definitely coming back to this location again. But thanks again for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed my YouTube video. I think I'm going to make some more. So if you feel like it, feel free to hit like and subscribe. And wherever you are, have a great night. Thanks again for watching.